cost of clout and the rise of influencer home invasions. Have you ever asked yourself what the true cost of clout is? We're living in an age where everything is exposed. There is a rise of influencer home invasions, cloned voices committing fraud. Where does it end?
Police believe a couple was spotted by a robbery crew outside a bar and grill here on the block behind me, and then followed for more than 40 miles.
Attempted home invasion caught on camera, but the unsuspecting homeowner winds up pulling a gun on his attackers.
3 men broke into her home in Northwest Harris County earlier this month, pistol whipped her, and also demanded cryptocurrency.
Hello, my name is Devin Roberts, and this is Grimworld. Today we discuss the cost of clout and the rise of influencer home invasions. And this is our first YouTube-inspired story, so do me a favor and let me know if you like it down below. There's no other way to put it. You're being watched on social media. When we deconstruct the terrifying surge of influencer-targeted home invasions and high-stakes criminal extortion, we are easily finding digital footprints everywhere.
We communicate with servers and other computers on the internet. Those computers can record those communications, and they can record lots of different information about. So I'm exposing myself, I'm exposing personal information potentially, or whatever things I do on that website, to the operator of the website.
You see, digital footprints serve as blueprints for violent home invasions and even murders. For every curated lifestyle we see out there posted on a reel, they enter into high-stake targeting for professional extortionists. In 2026, California influencer Daphne Blunt reported a nightmare home invasion, with police suggesting her TikTok haul videos and home content provided a blueprint for the robbers. Daphne Blunt loved posting videos and closet tours showing her designer goods and high-end jewelry collection. Now these posts are directly related to her break-in.
At 4:38 a.m., 2 men broke into my home. One of the assailants charged upstairs and into a room containing my family members.
Whoa! No, it's light. It's like a feather, fam. Feel this.
How much would you get?
Wow.
What do you think that is?
Flexing on the gram in 2022, Norada, known as Nor Trades, was pistol whipped in his rented Hollywood Hills home, losing over $1 million in watches and jewelry after showing off his lifestyle on social media. Of course,
I had a home invasion 3 months ago. Took about $1 million worth of watches. I woke up to like 4 guns to my head.
Wait, do you live alone?
In reality, we're living in a chilling evolution of predators who weaponize social media geolocating to bypass security gates. Once your location is revealed, you're leaving yourself wide open to coordinated ransoms and brutal physical confrontations. Grimworld examines the dark price of modern internet fame.
If you have a phone with Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, or Google, your phone is constantly looking to save your location and share it with the company.
Here, Facebook.com homepage actually makes your browser draw this like interesting script with smileys and collects it to fingerprint your browser.
Now, most of the world is on Instagram, and let me tell you right now that your latest Instagram story isn't just content, it's a GPS coordinate for a professional hit team. They are waiting on your next post, your next move, and even your next purchase. They know who you're with, and they know where you're going. While you're busy curating your aesthetic and showing off your lifestyle, predators are using this information simultaneously to map your hallways and bypass your security. I mean, all in all, the era of the fan encounter is over and the era of the violent home invasion has begun. Think about that for a second.
We are entering the information age, and the internet is a great place to move tons of information at the speed of light.
Ask yourself, why is your high-resolution background actually a gold mine for digital scouts? You see, high-resolution backgrounds and images can be dangerous for fraud, primarily because they provide scammers with the high-quality assets necessary to create realistic, deceptive content. High-definition images are preferred for creating convincing fakes, while low-resolution images are generally safer because there's a loss of detail. Now remember, real-time posting versus delayed uploads can be a matter of life and death. Certain people just shouldn't know where you're at all the time. So who remembers Julio Fulio?
You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party push up at 5:30, man.
In 2024, the Jacksonville rapper was killed in a Florida hotel parking lot during his 26th birthday celebration. He had been posting his location throughout the night, revealing that he had been kicked out of an Airbnb and moved to a hotel where he was subsequently ambushed, tracked the whole night.
Suspects Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chance, and Sean Gathright watched this video in court Thursday, too. All three face charges in Jones's death.
It's a sophisticated world we're living in. Do not underestimate the role of AI-enhanced metadata scrapping in identifying exact floor plans. Now you see, this technology goes beyond simple web scrapping by understanding the context of the data, allowing it to accurately identify structural elements, room dimensions, and layout configurations. When the intruders get to you or your safe, they will know exactly where to go and when they need to do it, leaving you exposed and vulnerable at the worst time.
Especially a woman sleeping like this with whipped cream in between her. Like, why is there a wall? This is so, what the hell is this thing?
This is the evolution of the professional predator. These days, moving from opportunistic theft to coordinated digital military tactical entries is much easier. Just purchase a flipper online, right?
And doesn't unlock the door. Well, wait, but we have this little device that can do this and unlock any door in any hotel.
Organized crime syndicates are now easily recruiting specialists in social media analysis to assist them by all means necessary and capture their target. Now, there's also a shift towards psychological warfare and high-stakes physical extortion, or better yet, sextortion.
Sorry to hear what's going on.
This teenager was the victim of a vicious sextortion plot that ended in him taking his own life with a gunshot.
They wanted $3,000. As soon as they got the money, they informed him that's not enough. Apparently, they wanted blood.
There were over 2,000 phone numbers. There were over 2,500 accounts that he was communicating with. Stop crying. Do this. Lack of anything for those victims.
This is what you call the cost of living out loud. Based on reported incidents from 2025, the most brutal and widely reported home invasions targeting influencers and high net worth individuals involved armed robberies, kidnappings, and wrench attacks aimed at stealing cryptocurrency holdings. The most popular case of 2025 involved popular streamer Amaranth, who is Caitlin Saragossa in Houston, Texas. On March 2nd, 2025, 3 individuals, aged 16 and 19, broke into Caitlin Amaranth Saragossa's Northwest Houston home around 10:30 p.m. The intruders cornered her, pistol whipped her 3 times, and demanded access to her cryptocurrency, which they believed totaled roughly $20 million. Outcome, Saragossa played along and led the armed attackers to a separate building on the property where her husband, Nick Lee, was waiting. He fired at the suspects, hitting one of them, causing the group to flee. Authorities arrested 4 suspects, Brian Salazar Guerrero, DeMarcus Morris, Dylan Campbell, and a 16-year-old, charging them with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and kidnapping. Odessa, Florida, August 2025. 2 men were arrested after an armed home invasion where they forced victims into a garage at gunpoint, and they were found to have placed an AirTag under the victim's vehicle. Bel Air, California, December 2025. A luxury home was burglarized by 4 masked intruders who ransacked the residence in under 7 minutes, highlighting the follow home trend. You guessed it. Sure, influencers and anyone in the spotlight these days has pressure for constant content creation, which I totally understand here at Grimworld. However, this drive to constantly create content every single day creates permanent vulnerability. In reality, they are risking their lives. Have you ever been stalked or threatened online? Well, maybe it's time you architect a shield. Sure, you don't want to sacrifice your freedom, brand, or lifestyle, but adopt a security-first protocol.
Just keep in mind, the government is, again, a very, very powerful adversary, and it is probably not possible for long periods of time to sort of evade detection, to get away with certain things without the government somehow having some insight into your online activity.
After all, it's for your protection, right? If you're still watching this video, definitely implement advanced geofencing. And you see, geofencing is a location-based service that creates a virtual digital boundary around a specific geographic area using GPS, cellular, or Wi-Fi signals.
They're controversial because people's records can be accessed who had nothing to do with a crime.
Get smart. Start tagging yourself in places you aren't even at, and develop a trend of misinformation as defensive tools. Catch them slipping, you know what I mean? And once and for all, this is the big one. The future of internet fame requires a total decoupling of persona and property. Nothing should be tracked to you or back to you. You must fight for your privacy.
You're jealous? No, I'm not, dude.
They had a gun, obviously, a couple guns that they had, and
so I put up my fists because I knew they were about to hit me with something, and it was their guns.
Things I thought were normal growing up, but are not. Number 1, working.
I was still asleep basically when they came in, and that's just where it went.
I could never sleep next to someone sleeping like this. I'd be freaking out.
You've been listening to Grimworld. If you like stories like this one, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out our Spotify. I'm out.